Hello. Big updates. Somebody in the chat said, I presume the title is ironic. No, I genuinely think I haven't been excited to play a game in a really long time.
It was a pretty big week for gaming, like, not gonna lie. Like, we got a game that we expected to be really good. And then we got, I think, a game that took everybody by surprise. And then we got a game that everybody hoped would be good, and I think is.
Yes.
We'll let you decide what I'm talking about.
This is also, everyone expected Resident Evil to be good. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is. Before we get into anything, I got my injection in my throat.
Your Botox.
So I want to bring that up in case I sound a little different. I shouldn't. There's a guy on Barstool who's on one of those podcasts. I saw it on TikTok. He sounds like RFK Jr. He got the same. He got the same injection that I. So this is a little injection I got so that I can burp now.
Okay.
And I can burp now. It is. Thank you. It is not as uncontrollable as they made it seem. I thought I'd be burping like all podcasts, but it's probably I might, but it shouldn't be the whole podcast.
Donate $1 every time he burps.
But I did eat before this, so there's a chance you might catch a burp. And keep in mind, I used to burp like once every 2 months.
Yeah.
So I burped like 8 times over the weekend. Anyway, the only complication I've got is I cannot swallow.
Right. You have.
So that should go away. But I'm bringing that up because I might choke on my words literally. Like I need to take a sip of water like pretty frequently as I'm talking. So if you catch me choking, you might have to pick up the slack a little bit. But anyway, I have been burping, and I think I just tasted one.
A silent one.
Oh, they're mostly silent, but I feel like
they're not like full on like Barney Gumble belches.
No, because I'm not like forcing it because I don't know when it's gonna happen. Because this is all still new to me.
Right.
I've never experienced this before.
Okay.
And it's supposed to get, as time goes on, I'm supposed to be able to control it and stuff. But, it's a whole new world. It's amazing what technology has been able to do. So anyway, we're gonna talk about Resident Evil. I almost called it 4. Resident Evil 9.
Yes, Requiem.
Marathon.
Yes.
And Pokopia, apparently, that one is a shock to me.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's like catching everybody off guard.
I'm gonna fucking play it.
Okay.
And I did not think I would. But before we get into that, it's a new month.
Yes.
Which means I have to pay you. I forgot to pay. But it also means
that if you are subscribed to any tier of PlayStation Plus, you get some free games. And this month, starting today, I guess they upped it to 4 because it used to be 3. And now they're like last month they gave away 4, and this month they're giving away 4.
I think that they just do whatever they want.
I guess so. I mean, hey, when you're the best-selling console, you can do whatever you want. So, if you are subscribed to PlayStation Plus for the month of March, you get PGA Tour 2K25 for the PlayStation 5, Monster Hunter Rise for the PS5 and PS4, Slime Rancher 2 for the PS5, and Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road Collection for PS4 and PS5.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online, I guess you're just getting some DLC for that?
Is it DLC or is it the game plus like extra content?
That's a that I don't know, because I don't know if that game's free to. No, don't you need a subscription to play that game? It's one of them MMOs.
In the year of our Lord 2025,
they still. I mean, the people still pay to play WoW. Can you believe that?
That I believe, because that's like the only one still standing.
Monster Hunter Rise, pretty big deal game.
Yes,
that's pretty big deal to be getting as part of your PlayStation Plus. Slime Rancher 2, people liked it. It's nothing crazy. PGA, that's what golf.
Yeah, that's the one Tiger Woods endorses now because he doesn't work with EA anymore. So now he's
okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is for the dads.
Yes.
So if you're a dad and you have PlayStation Plus, then there you go.
I am a dad, but I don't have PlayStation Plus, and I wouldn't play this game. I am playing Resident Evil Requiem when the kids go to bed. We will talk about that because that changes how you play the game.
It's like a meta game.
Yeah.
It's like a game on top of it. Anyway, Leo's Mind says, nah, Elder Scrolls is free.
Okay.
So this is just like the expansion, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's a pretty decent March for PlayStation Plus.
Not to be outdone.
Literally 5 minutes before we went live. We can blame them for being late. We were waiting for this announcement.
Yes. 3 classic games are coming to Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch Online on March 10th. For the Virtual Boy Switch Online collection, you get Mario Tennis and Mario Clash. And for the Game Boy Advance collection for Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, you get Mario vs. Donkey Kong.
What system is that?
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance. Oh, do we have that? Isn't that the one that you liked?
That's the one I like. The thing is, I thought it was in the collection already, but apparently it's coming on March 10th. Mario Day.
Is this something we knew was coming, probably?
I feel like yes, because I remember talking about how much I liked this game recently.
Yeah.
Or, oh no, was it when we were doing the ranking of GBA games?
Yes, we were doing that. But I could... Is there a different Mario plus Donkey Kong? I remember seeing this in some capacity.
There were DS Mario vs. Donkey Kong games.
There's a new one on Switch.
Oh.
That everybody was like freaking out about.
Maybe that's it.
That's probably why it got brought up.
But this is the original Game Boy Advance game.
You like this one a lot.
Yes, this game's a lot of fun.
Yes.
And then the Virtual Boy games, Mario Tennis and Mario Clash.
I always love getting more Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance is one of my favorite libraries on the Switch Online collection. Mm-hmm. So that is good. I'm surprised they're adding Virtual Boy games already. We literally just got it.
Again, it's March 10th. That's Mario Day. So they're probably waiting for that day to put out the 2 Mario games that were on Virtual Boy.
Okay. Just holding it so they have something to announce on Mario Day.
Basically,
I'm anticipating nothing's going on Mario Day.
There was a remake of Mario vs. Donkey Kong on Switch.
Yes.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Of this game?
Of this game.
Of this particular
one.
Okay, cool. Anyway. Do I need the plastic thing? You do in order to play the Virtual Boy games.
That's insane.
Actually, you can play it handheld. You just have to bring the thing all the way up to your face because it's like real resolution size.
I saw somewhere that it won't even like boot up properly if you don't put it in the device.
I think that's only in the dock.
Okay.
I don't know if it's out.
Because handheld. I saw one of the videos I saw, they put it in the Virtual Boy like machine, and then they took it out, and then they were still able to play it.
Yeah, I think you can do it. The easy way to do it is to just grab a Switch and try it. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure you can do it handheld.
Okay.
It boots fine, just can't dock. It's technology. Okay. Yeah, if you put it in the dock, it yells at you, which is really dumb.
Yeah.
It also means you can't capture footage.
Yeah.
I think it yells at you if you even hit the share button. I think
probably
because I haven't seen any actual screen capture.
Like, there's ways to fix that.
Yeah.
They are choosing not to. That is a conscious choice on their part.
Yeah, no, they absolutely could have a way to just have it full screen. They just don't want to because they think that part of the experience is the 3D. But we know that that's stupid and dumb. All right, so that's the free stuff you can get for the month.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to read the Amazon stuff because apparently I can't get it right. Apparently I read them and
it's confusing. Yeah.
Anyway. Other things I wanted to bring up off the rip. I'm going to attempt to do timestamps this episode.
Oh boy.
We'll see how they are because every podcast in the YouTube comments, people beg for timestamps.
Yeah.
It is a massive pain in the ass to do timestamps for while you're recording the show. So, hey, I'm very short. Apparently, I need to fix that camera. And what else? There's something else I wanted to bring up. Oh. We're going to read all notifications at the end of the podcast, like we did last time. So let me fix this camera.
Okay. You fix the camera. And I will vamp. Hey, everyone. How's it going? What's everybody doing? I see a lot of people asking us about Highguard shutting down. Yes, that is one of the things we were going to talk about.
Maybe we'll talk about that right after we get to the main topic. So I think I hit this button to leave a timestamp. We'll see how that works.
Okay.
I played 5 hours-ish of Resident Evil 9, the newest one.
I think I played I think I played less than that. But we're up to like a similar spot.
I'm past where
I'm
like an hour past where you are.
I
Probably.
think so.
Well, it depends because we're only at kind of in the beginning of the game, so there's not that many spoilers. I mean, where you're at, you're a lot earlier than me.
Yeah.
I played 5 hours, I think, in one day, which is like huge for me.
Yeah.
And I have not stopped thinking about the game since.
Yeah,
I want to play it so bad.
I'm like mad that I'm not playing it right now,
Yeah.
honestly.
It is amazing.
It's so good.
I was expecting it to be good.
Mhm.
I was not expecting it to be anywhere close to as good as it is.
I was like blown away, like within the first two tutorial levels, basically. Like it captured everything I love about Resident Evil, from like the sheer like nerve-wracking terror of it to the over-the-top lunacy that comes like immediately following it.
Yeah, when the guy who made, we talked about it on the show, but the guy who made it said it's like a sushi.
Yeah,
and everybody was like making a joke.
Imagine nobody ever made sushi before.
Yeah,
and then someone came along and put rice and fish together.
And people who liked rice were like, "What is this fish doing in my rice?" And people who liked fish were like, "What's this rice doing to my fish?" Well, he's 100% correct in that analogy because you play as Grace, and she's a whiny little bitch and very annoying, and but it's a survival horror, just like the modern Resident Evil games, and it's first person if you leave it with the default settings, which is what I did. And she's got barely any resources, and she can barely fight, and there's a lot of puzzles, and that's what you're doing, puzzles while you're trying to escape all the scary monsters. And then you're Leon, and you're a fucking badass, and it's an action movie. Yeah, it's third person.
It's like nonstop, over the top. It's like all the criticisms people have, like people who don't like the more action oriented Resident Evil games. Yeah, it's like all of their criticisms, but like it kind of proves them wrong because it's just so fucking cool. Yeah, like the way he does it, it's just like it's effortless.
It's taken to the next level, which is what Resident Evil 4 kind of was. Yeah, because that game you were like jumping, doing triple jumps over lasers and stuff.
Yeah, but like Resident Evil 4 was still had like the air of like horror around it because you were still out of your depth. You were still encountering, like the encounters were still like challenging. I mean, we're not very far into the game. I looked it up. I'm 3.5 hours in. Yeah. But like just my time spent with Leon, it was like effortless. Just like blowing through everybody, just mowing down people left and right.
I wouldn't say effortless. Because I played that initial Leon part, and it feels way easier than playing as Grace.
It's so awesome, though.
It is awesome. But I was watching other people play it, and I could see, and I'm remembering even myself, there's still something to, you're still playing the game. Yeah. There's still a threat of being overrun by zombies.
Yeah, and stuff. Absolutely.
But, whereas Grace might take like 9 bullets to down a zombie, Leon is like 3 and he's mowing them down.
It takes like 3, and then like if they get too close, he takes out a hatchet and just like guts them in
I ran
out
of ammo at one point, and I was like, oh no, I'm screwed. And then I pulled out, and then I tried the knife, and he just, I was like, oh shit, I don't even need bullets.
Yeah. Here's why I found out this game is my game of the year already. In the first section where you play as Leon, right? So first off, really cool. It's normal Resident Evil games, it's like post-apocalyptic already. You're in an abandoned mansion or an abandoned city or like an abandoned warehouse and stuff. It's like there's nobody around. It's just you and zombies, and it leads to the threat of isolation. This game, both tutorials start you off in a populated area.
Yeah. And like, it is very pretty.
Very pretty and like very much alive.
I don't know where it's supposed to be, but it looks exactly like Under the Bridge in Brooklyn.
It's supposed to be like
under the subway.
It's supposed to be like a Midwestern town. I think like Chicago.
Oh, it's fucking Brooklyn. Yeah. Like right where I used to pass to go to the studio in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but like it creates like this completely new like sense of dread because like now there's like all these people around you, and like how do you crowd control and like keep them safe while also like the zombies are coming out and stuff. So you're Leon and like you're trying to like shoot zombies off of people, and you know you're going through left and right, and some of the zombies now, like, they're smarter than they had been in past games, and some of them have weapons. So some of them are coming at you with a pipe. And so I mow down one zombie. I walk over to him to fit, because, you know, you shoot him in the knees, walk over, press A to finish him off. So I kick his face into a car. But then I see the A prompt is still there. So I'm like, oh, I could do more to him? What can I do? So I press it, and I pick up his pipe that he was trying to attack me with. I pick it up, and I hurl it down the street at an upcoming zombie. I start cracking up.
I didn't do that.
Oh my God, dude. I am like laughing my ass off. My wife comes in. It's like, I thought you were playing a scary game. Why are you laughing? I tell her what happens. And it was like incredible. Cut to no less than like an hour later, I'm Grace again. I'm walking through the hospital that I'm now like trapped in. I go into like the children's room. And did you read the book?
Yeah.
That book.
That's how I knew it's foreshadowing for the monster that's coming up.
That's when I turned the game off, because that book scared the shit out of me.
Well, you said you played more though.
Yeah, I went back after that. Yeah. But like
the book scared you?
The book alone like was like so
It is a children's
unnerving.
book.
Yes. And as we know, children are the scariest monsters.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
But that book is foreshadowing with the monster that you are literally about to see in that moment.
Yes.
And this game is so beautifully designed because it's a AAA game, so there's a lot of polish around. There's a lot that they had to fart into this game. And everything is designed to lead you towards the answer, because there's a lot of puzzles and stuff. And this stupid little book right in the beginning of the game shows you exactly what you need to do for the boss that's about to come up, basically. And once I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. And then I did what I needed to do. And I was like, oh, I feel fucking so smart.
Yeah.
But really the game like pushed you towards it. And there's a lot of little moments like that.
Yeah.
I spent a long time. I just got past a Grace part that is where you are now.
Yeah.
That is a pretty long stretch of a Grace part. I feel a burp coming on. It's not happening.
Oh boy.
Didn't happen. It's a pretty long stretch of a Grace part. Right before that stretch, I was like, I don't like Grace. She is so annoying to play as. She's just, the gameplay isn't annoying, but she is annoying. But then by the end of that, I was like, that was actually really satisfying, and I actually don't hate her anymore. I think she was actually pretty cool. But so the whole Grace part is a lot of puzzles.
Yeah.
It feels like Resident Evil 2 in the mansion, which is a completely different than what I remember like Resident Evil 4 being. There's like puzzles and stuff, but nowhere near as like intricate as the ones in like Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, you see like a diamond shape in the wall, and you're like, oh, something diamond shape's got to go there. And then you're walking around, oh, here's a diamond shape thing. I remember, I got to go back. There's a lot of that going on. So it feels just like Resident Evil 2, but obviously modern. And I didn't look a single thing up. I felt compelled to sometimes, but I tried really hard not to. And the map makes it very easy. When you see something, it immediately marks it on your map and is like, oh, there's a thing here. Maybe you might want to go. So when I remember, oh, there's that thing. There's that diamond shape in the wall. I go to my map and it'll be like, here's where that diamond shape was. It automatically is there. So it's very easy to backtrack if you need to. The game makes it a little fun to backtrack, because you got the like Crimson Head type zombies, the bloaters or whatever, that will come. Zombies don't die when they're down. They stay there, and then after a while, they will randomly just come back up, and they are way stronger. And that is another level of terrifying, because your Grace, she cannot kill those things. It's like impossible. But Leon gives you his badass gun with one bullet in it, and that's, you basically like have to use that to kill them. So you get like barely any ammo in that super powerful gun, and all that ammo is for the big bloating guys. There's a lot of strategies to the game. I've seen other people play it, and I've talked to people, and everyone seems to have their own experience and go about things differently. There's a part that you're going to come up to that I did way differently than Wood did, say. So we'll talk about that when you eventually do that. But yeah, I think that this is one of the most well-designed like AAA action games
Yeah.
that I've ever played in my whole life. It's like that good.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
And I'm only 5 hours in.
Yeah. You know, because I played most of the Resident Evil games. I played most of the more recent ones. This game is basically Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 4 like crossed over.
Yeah. I
Grace's
didn't play 7 or 8.
Grace's parts are basically what Resident Evil 7 were.
Yeah.
I would say
I played like an hour of 8
Right.
on my phone.
Yeah. I would say like Ethan in 7 is a lot less scared than Grace acts in this one. But the vibe is more or less the same. It's less well, Grace actually has more zombies in this than Ethan had to deal with. Ethan really only had to deal with, especially in the beginning, like the Baker family, who are like, you know, the family that like stalks the houses and stuff.
It seems like she's really thrown into it.
Oh, yeah, she's got a lot more to deal with than Ethan did
In the
at
beginning
of
of her playthrough, she seems like helpless.
the game. Yeah.
But then at the end of the section that I was at, I felt like she was a lot more capable, even
Yeah.
though she's nowhere near as capable as Leon.
No,
You get control of
no.
Leon, and it's like a whole new world. It really is like 2 games.
Yeah.
But it's fucking so cool to
Yeah.
have that. And I'm someone, like I just said, I didn't play 7 or 8. I barely played 8. Because I'm not really like that into like horror games. I loved Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I never like they are horror games, but like it didn't feel like that to me. Like the first couple of Resident Evil games felt like puzzle games with like a horror setting. And then 4 and 5 felt like action movies, and I loved that. I wanted it to lean more in towards that. And then when they went like full on horror, I was like, this is not really doing anything for me. So I didn't even bother. And I know that they're great games.
Yeah.
So and now playing the Grace parts, I kind of do want to go
I
back.
definitely think you
because-
should check out 7.
Yeah.
I haven't played 8, but I've heard 8 is more action oriented. But
It starts out, I've only played the beginning of
Yeah.
8, and it is extremely action oriented.
Yeah.
There's like fucking werewolves that come after
Yeah.
you, like right in the very beginning.
Although I will say when I finish this, I'm definitely gonna go try 8 because like now I'm in, baby. I'm in.
Yeah, no, it's this game is like that good. And I'm only 5 hours in, but the How Long to Beat is 10 hours.
Yeah.
So I think I'm taking more of my time with it though. I think I'm probably gonna take like 12 hours to beat it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not beelining towards the end. I'm not like 100%ing it either, but I am trying to get a lot of the collectibles to make it easier for myself.
Yeah. So when I started playing the game, I'm assuming you did standard modern difficulty.
The middle one,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, so there's 3 difficulties.
Yeah.
There's classic,
Well, there's casual,
casual,
which is
okay,
like
sorry.
easier if you just want to like focus on the story
Yeah.
and the puzzles. There's standard modern, which tries to make it feel more like a modern Resident Evil game. It's a little bit easier, like with the action and the aiming. And then there's standard classic, which adds like some of the BS from the older games, like ink ribbon for the
think
typewriters.
That might be the only difference.
really
Is the ink ribbons that
Okay.
you need an ink ribbon to save.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy I didn't choose that.
Yeah.
I'm saving every 5 seconds.
Same.
And to the point where I'm doing things that I wouldn't have even attempted if I had limited saves. After like the first 2 hours, I looked and I had like 30 saves.
Yeah.
So I kept running back to the save room, saving, and then doing some wacky shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've never really reloaded a save. All the wacky shit I did ended up working out.
Yeah. So I played it. I started playing the game on standard modern, and I did it the way that Capcom recommends. You play Grace in first person, you play Leon in third person. But it got to the point where like I can only play these games at night after the kids go to bed because I definitely can't play in front of them because it's too gruesome and scary. But like playing it at night in first person is a genuinely terrifying experience. Like we talked about this. Like, do you get scared like during horror games?
We talked about this at Sunday dinner.
At Sunday dinner, yes. And you don't really like get.
So I don't like horror stuff, not because it spooks me out, but because it's not like, it doesn't feel real. Like a horror movie, maybe. I've been creeped out by horror movies because it's like sometimes it could look like real life. But games feel like cartoons. So when there's like gore and like big scary monsters, it doesn't really affect me like at all.
Yeah.
But I do understand the tension. And that's something that this game has given me. And like Last of Us is the same way.
Yeah.
Where you're in a room, there's like 10 zombies and you have like 3 bullets and you got to figure out what to do. And that's, I do get the anxiety and the tension from like things like that. But you will scream.
Yeah. Because like horror movies, like, yeah, like they like creep me out and like I get scared sometimes, but like there's a distance between me and what's happening on screen. In games, like Resident Evil, Last of Us, Eternal Darkness, stuff like that, because I'm actively participating in it, it ranks up the tension and like I like genuinely feel more scared than I would be like watching somebody else play this game.
Yeah.
So it got to the point playing as Grace where like I couldn't take it anymore. So I started to like try to do things to like make myself less scared. Like I switched to third person, which lets you see a lot more of what's going on around you.
Someone in the chat said they couldn't handle first person because it made them sick.
Yeah.
Which is a thing I've heard a lot of first person games. There should be like a website database. Maybe there is that tells you whether or not a first person game is going to get you sick. Because some first person games, if they move, if they sway a little bit, or if there's too much motion blur, it could affect people in some ways.
Yeah. So I switched to third person and, you know, it was better, but especially with Grace because she's so underpowered and there's there's the stalking monsters that are there, like the first boss, the chef that you encounter like in the middle of the game.
Did you shoot the chef?
I did not shoot the chef.
So the very first with
Requiem.
This was in like one of the trailers. Leon gives Grace this biggest gun in the world.
Yeah.
It's like you might need this.
Yeah.
There is 1 bullet in that gun at first.
Yeah.
And the chef was the first guy that I saw. So I was like, oh, I got the perfect thing. Boom! And she goes, ow! And the chef turns around and looks at me. It did absolutely nothing to the chef.
I wasted that 1 bullet on a random zombie because my back was in a corner and I had nothing else to stop him with. But anyway, that still wasn't enough to alleviate my fears and stuff.
Okay.
So it got to the point where I had no health. I had nothing to defend myself with. I could not get past like all the creatures that were around me. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I walked up to the chef. He axed me in half and ate me. And you are dead, the classic Resident Evil. And I just bumped it down to casual. Like, I can't. I am not at a point in my. Let me tell you how creeped out I am about this game. I heard a child cry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm playing with my headphones on in the office, and I hear a child cry, and I say to myself, I hope to God that is one of my kids.
I hope that is physical pain in real life.
And
a real
thankfully
person.
It was.
Oh, okay.
It was. My son does this thing where, like, if he has to wake up to pee in the middle of the night, he'll like panic and cry. So he's like, like to the bed. I shouldn't make fun of him. He's a sweet boy. But yeah, that's
at least he goes.
Yes.
You know.
But yes, thankfully it was one of my kids, not a terror monster within a fictional video game.
So what did you notice a difference when you switched it down to casual?
Yeah, it's
are the zombies easier to kill, or are there less of them, or something?
There's the same amount. It's just they're not as ferocious towards you, and they go down with less bullets.
Okay, yeah.
So
it does. It does feel like it takes a lot as Grace.
I'm not like blowing my ammo like in all of them. Like I'm still trying to be strategic, so I'll shoot them in the knee and I'll go over and I'll push them down because like Grace doesn't roundhouse kick them. Just push them down and like run through.
I will say the game does a pretty decent job of giving you just the right amount of ammo.
Yeah.
And resources, because there's other things you can do.
It was more about the health, because like Grace like in 2 attacks dies.
Yeah.
So like that like at least gives me a buffer to at least try to get through the game.
You can. I don't know if you saw the area to upgrade the health, but you're like at the point where you could do that.
Okay. I did upgrade my hip pouch and the whatchamacallit.
Oh, well, the next one is the
I got to find more ancient coins or whatnot.
Yeah. So there's a lot of strategy to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I will say I did not know
stuff
about the Crimson Head zombies in it, because I have the little needle that like you could stab them with and their head explodes. And I saw you can do that to down zombies, and I'm like, why would I need to do that? Now I know.
Oh, so I just spoiled it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have put that together. You play the other games.
But the Crimson Heads are only in the remake of 1.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well,
Yeah.
they're in the remake of 2.
No?
They're not just in the remake of 1.
They are just in the remake of 1.
Oh no, zombies get up in 4. They just get up when the head thing comes out.
Yeah, but like,
all right, so it's not the Crimson. These aren't Crimson Heads either. There's something different.
Okay.
But it's the same mechanic where if there's a body laying on the ground, you know that thing's not fucking dead.
but not necessarily, because in the remakes of the other games, when the bodies are on the ground, as long as there's a pool of blood, they'll stay there.
I could have sworn they got up in 2.
No, they don't get up in 2, and if they get up in 4, like there's a warning that they're gonna get up. Like they wriggle and
oh yeah, they do that in this. So, but yes, there's obviously you inject them because they're gonna get up.
Yes,
those are things that I put together. So I can't wait to play more.
Yeah,
I'm
so
only
excited.
like 5 hours in. I'm probably a little less than halfway, but I've never wanted. It's been so long since I've wanted to beat a game.
Yeah.
So, I was expecting this game to be good. I wasn't expecting to be as into it as I was. Like 5 hours in one day, and I wish I could have played more, but I couldn't for some reason.
And I will note, runs great on the Steam Deck.
Oh, I wanted to bring that up.
So
that's how you've been playing.
That's how I've been playing.
I've been playing. I think Konami man wanted to know that.
I've been playing it docked. I haven't played it handheld yet, but I imagine there's like no real difference.
Well, no, it would be a big difference because that's probably 1080p.
I'm outputting it outputs at 720.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what it will do at boot up, it will read your hardware and it'll output what it thinks is the best like specs for it. Do that at first, I would recommend, but you're gonna want to still tweak it because it looks ugly as sin.
Yeah.
It's especially like in the hair, like you have these like late PS3 era graphical people with like N64 hair. And like it just there's like the mishmash like took me out of it.
Yeah, low powered devices have some weird hair artifacts these days. Like hair looks so sharp and strawy and weird.
Yeah. So like you can fix it, and like you just look up Resident Evil Requiem Steam Deck. And there are guides to get you like the most optimal like graphical fidelity that like doesn't impact frame rate that much. And it makes the hair look normal.
Oh, so you're like a real PC guy now.
Yeah, I'm a PC gamer.
People are playing it on Switch too, and I'd imagine it's pretty similar to the Steam Deck.
I've heard it runs very well on Switch too.
I've seen gameplay and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I was watching someone play through it on the Switch too, and I could not tell it was on the Switch too.
Yeah.
It looked just as good as I'm playing it on this. I'm playing it on this laptop that I have in my lap. Actually played like 3 hours docked with this thing. And it looks incredible.
Yeah.
The whole, especially that intro area with all the people around, runs without a hitch. It's running at like 60 frames on here. 1080p. So it's actually, I think it was 4K. I think it was outputting 4K. The game runs great on everything, and it looks it runs good on fucking Android phones. People are getting it to run on Android too.
Okay. Yeah. The only real performance issue I had was because I have my Steam Deck set to go into like the night mode where like the screen turns orange. That's when like I got like the worst like performance, when it was like doing that transition.
Interesting.
But once it like stopped, once it made like switch over to night mode, ran fine again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Something's going on there. It's like adding a shader or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the game's awesome.
Absolutely.
Cannot recommend it enough. What's everyone playing this on? Can't decide between PC or the couch experience with the PS5. So PS5, I don't want to play it on PS5, but it is using apparently a new version of Pisser that has never been seen before.
We have an article on that.
Oh, well, bring it up.
All right.
Let's talk about it right now.
All right, we'll talk about the new version of Pisser.
That's PSSR.
Today, we are excited to announce an updated version of PSSR, the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. Will be rolling out globally to PS5 Pro players in the coming weeks. Pisser, PSSR, is an AI library that analyzes game images pixel by pixel as it upscales them, and it's been used to boost the effective resolution in over 50 titles on PS5 Pro. We've been hard at work on a new version of Pisser, which takes a very different approach, not only to the neural network, but also to the overall algorithm. We are happy to share that Resident Evil Requiem is the first title to use this more advanced Pisser, which is helping to keep both frame rate and image quality high.
Yeah, so there's something going on there. I didn't watch Digital Foundry's video on it, but they seem to be pretty impressed from the little that I've saw.
I mean,
and the game looks really good. So
yeah, the game already looks really good. It's just basically a way to enhance the image quality and keep the frame rate more smooth and consistent.
It's just PlayStation's version of DLSS. It's just an upscaling
essentially,
algorithm. So, again, the game looks great on everything that I've seen, even on little phones, even on Switch. Capcom they've made some sort of amazing engine, and I haven't considered. I'm realizing lately that Capcom is like a good AAA developer. They have a lot of bangers recently. Because I'm not like a huge Monster Hunter guy. I'm a little upset with them about how they've been treating Mega Man. But the Resident Evils have been knocking out of the park, and they run really good, and everything seems to be polished really well. So they deserve a lot of kudos, and they might have just released one of the greatest games of all time. So I give them a lot of credit.
Yeah.
So that's just one of the games that released.
Yes.
I want to quickly talk about. Let's talk about Pokopia.
Yes,
that comes out soon, and then I'll talk about Marathon, because Marathon, I'd imagine people are less interested in that, but I'm very interested in Marathon. Pokopia, I just put Shinobi's tweet here that has this absolutely fucking blew me away, because I saw the trailer to Pokopia in a Nintendo Direct months ago, and I said, who wants that? That looks like shit. It's just a Pokemon slop game that is trying to knock off Minecraft.
Yeah.
Nobody wants this. This is stupid. Smash cut to Wood telling me he's going to make a video on it. And I was like, nobody fucking cares about Pokopia. Why are you going to make a video on it? Then I see the Shinobi tweet. It has an 89 on Metacritic. It is the highest rated Pokemon game ever. Okay.
There's a lot to unpack with that sentence.
Okay.
Because 9 times out of 10, the side Pokemon games, not like the main gen games, the side games are not highly regarded.
Right.
Every once in a while you get one that people like Pokemon Stadium or the Legends games or whatnot. But for the most part, the
Legends games are so good they don't count as side anymore.
Yeah,
they were a side game at first, and then they're popular, so let's just bring them in.
But for every,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, for every Pokemon pinball, there's a Pokemon mystery dungeon or whatnot.
That's why I thought this game looked like shit.
So for a side game to get this good of a review score, to the point where it's better reviewed than all of the mainline games.
Yeah.
Either this is the best Pokemon game ever made, or there is a conspiracy going on that we're going to uncover once you get your RFK voice back.
People were telling me, of who didn't expect this? It's the people who made Dragon Quest Builders, and everyone loves Dragon Quest Builders. That's not the point at all. The point is that this is a fucking Pokemon game. Not a single one of you expected this to be the best rated Pokemon game of all time ever. That's insane.
Yeah. Good? Maybe. Maybe there's a chance that this game could have been good. But the highest rated Pokemon game ever.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So now I want to play it.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't want to play it. Hannah wants to play it, and if she's going to buy it, I might as well try it.
Yeah.
I was expecting this to be Pokemon Minecraft. Apparently, it is Pokemon Animal Crossing.
Okay.
So that kind of changes things a little bit. But this is gonna sell really well. It's gonna be a pretty big phenomenon.
Yeah.
So I wanna see what that's all about. Could it possibly be overrated? Oh, it could absolutely be overrated.
100%. Yeah. There's always that.
And I'll let you know if it is. Now a game that is severely underrated is Marathon. So this is another situation where the internet everyone's rooting for this game to be bad for some reason.
I mean, there's a lot of animosity toward live service games. There's a lot of animosity towards Bungie for whatever reason. There's a lot of animosity towards Sony for like having their whole like live service initiative that like is kind of canceled, but also not really.
The game is $40. I want to make it clear this is not a free-to-play game.
Right. Well, and I think that's, you know, between like Arc Raiders and whatnot, like that's becoming more and more common, I think.
Yeah.
And then the whole stolen art situation, which got like worked over.
That's my biggest issue, is that they stole artwork. That's really, and the layoffs, but every company has layoffs. Those are my issues with this.
Right.
It is, the art style is absolutely gorgeous. One of the concept artists is one of the guys that I used to look at for the original Destiny, and some of that work made it into some of the like weird out there work that he did made it into this game. And it's a little divisive because of how the game looks. Some people don't like the bright colors. Some people don't like the what would I call it? Like this neo really big text everywhere. Very blocky design. Very it's very graphic. A lot of graphic design elements. I love that. I think it looks super unique and really cool. It feels exactly like Destiny, to the point where you even have 3 weapons. You have like a heavy, a light, and a medium, you know. You have classes, that different characters that have different abilities. The big issue is that it is a extraction shooter. So it's being compared a lot to Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
I think Arc Raiders is ugly as sin. I think the environment is pretty, in that the engine is really nice. So like the world renders really nice, like the sun looks really nice, the weather effects look really nice, but the world itself is ugly. The characters are ugly. The weapon design is ugly. The enemies look good, but they're a little bland because they're just robots. These are humanoid robots in this game, and they are very hard as well. It is really hard to extract in this game. I died a lot trying to get out. But because it feels like Destiny, mechanically it is really good, and I miss Destiny. I loved Destiny 1.
Right.
Destiny 2 I fell off of really quickly. This, I think it just feels like Destiny as an extraction shooter.
Okay.
And Destiny is all about grabbing loot, and this is, you're grabbing loot and then fighting other players to get out. And it has other elements to the game that are a lot different than Arc Raiders. Like there's, I think, 16 people in a map.
Okay.
And you all, or 15, you all start at the very beginning of the map. In Arc Raiders, people trickle in. So you can start a game way later into the game. So in this, you all start at the same time. You all start right in the beginning, and you're all fighting against each other. The maps are a little smaller. It's way harder to extract. The extraction zone is out in the open, so you're very susceptible to getting shot and destroyed. It's really good, and the missions are a lot easier to understand than they are on Arc Raiders. The menu system is a little shitty, but it's a loot based game, so that's something that they need to iron out. I like the classes that they have. I think that I would love for this to be one of my multiplayer games, because it's hard to make a multiplayer game or a live service game, because you have to take the attention away from the game that everybody's already playing.
Yeah.
People are playing Fortnite. You need to make something that's better than Fortnite, like a lot better, because they already put all this time into Fortnite. You got to make something that's going to take their attention away from that. So, I stopped playing. Arc Raiders was that game for me, and I got bored of that, and I don't want to play it anymore. Yeah. I don't want to jump back into Arc Raiders. So I'm actively looking for a new game. That's why I'm upset Highguard didn't work out. I wanted it to work out because I want a new game. Other people don't want a new game. They want to stick to what they have. But I don't have anything right now. So I want Marathon to be that game. So I will be buying it when it comes out. So that it was a server slam. They just did.
I was gonna say because the game is officially out Thursday.
Yeah. So over the weekend, it was just it was free to play over the weekend, just as like a beta test. So it's not even the full game. There was only like 2 maps, and it was very limited to what you could do. So when it comes out, I'm not going to be here this weekend actually, so I'm not even going to be able to play it this weekend. But I really hope that it does good and people like it, because I would love for this to be in my rotation of games.
I didn't put this in the. I forgot to put this in the keep, but apparently they announced Call of Duty Black Ops Royale, a new Warzone Battle Royale mode inspired by Blackout.
Call of Duty Black Ops Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so, Blackout is the original Battle Royale that they had. Okay.
Yeah, now they're calling it Black Ops Royale.
Oh, it's so dumb. So I think this was rumored for a while that they were going to just take the original Blackout map and just make it modern, like put it in a modern.
That's basically
game.
what it is. Yeah.
That's kind of dumb.
So that's not going to be that game for you?
Absolutely not. I'm so over Call of Duty. Like I actually really like Warzone. Warzone is fine.
Everyone else seems to be over Call of Duty, so I don't know how well this is going to do.
I actually wouldn't mind if my friends were like, "Let's play Warzone." I would play Warzone, but I wouldn't play that. Blackout mode. Nobody liked Blackout mode. Like I liked it when it came out, but it was immediately like usurped by whatever the next thing was in the next game.
So back to Marathon. I saw an article saying that like a lot of people, and I think this is one of the reasons why it's getting like a lot of backlash to it, is because there's no single player at all. And Bungie has,
that seems to be the theme.
Yeah,
is that people are upset that the game's not for them.
Well, like
they want it to be a different game.
Bungie, you know, the original Marathon games were single player games. Bungie, you know, their greatest games were the Halo games, and those were single player and multiplayer focused games. There's like history of single player in Bungie's pedigree, and that it seems like even Destiny like tried to have like a single player campaign. It was online and there were other people, but at least there was the illusion of like you were doing something.
You can play most of the Destiny by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that this doesn't have any sort of single player at all, and it's just part of the never-ending sea of live service games that are out there, I think it's, you know, it's disappointing to a lot of people. And I think Marathon, from what I've been reading, like the multiplayer component could carry a single player campaign just from the mechanics that are there, plus like the universe that they created. Like it's, you know, like what Titanfall was. It was, you know, it could easily manage a single player campaign.
It feels like Destiny, like I said. It kind of feels like an extension of Destiny. Like it could be even in the same world as it's not, but it feels like it could be even in the same world as Destiny. So to me, this feels like it would be really cool as an extra mode for Destiny 3.
Yeah.
But they needed to release. They're kind of running out of money. So they needed to release something between Destiny 2 and Destiny 3.
Yeah.
But it'd be really cool to like have the single player, not the single player, but the campaign of Destiny 3. You're going around, you're getting all this loot, and then you can carry that loot into an extraction mode where you fight other players to get the best loot. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
So this is like, I guess, a vertical slice of what that could eventually be in my eyes. They released a cinematic trailer today that's like 7 minutes long. It is really fucking cool. It kind of there is nods to the old Marathon in it at like towards the end. But it sort of sets up the world where like it shows you like these people keep spawning in and dying, and part of the game, like part of the lore in it is that these little silkworms like make your body, and your consciousness goes into it. So when you die, the silkworms need to make a new body for you, and your consciousness goes. So you're over and over again just trying to drop in and do this mission, but you keep dying and dropping in over and over again.
Okay.
So the lore is really cool. It is basically impossible to play by yourself. I spent like an hour trying to play alone, and I just died over and over and over again because you know, in like Call of Duty, you go down, somebody could res you.
Yeah.
There's nobody there to res you, so it becomes infinitely more hard playing by yourself. I did learn that there is a free kit. It's a character that you unlock at level 3.
Okay.
I did not get to level 3, but you play as a guy who can hide in the NPCs. You can basically pretend to be an NPC. And you just drop in alone. It's the Rook. You drop in alone and you pretend to be the NPCs, and they don't know that you're there, and you can fight other players that way. So that might be a little better to play by yourself like that, but you have to get to level 3 to even do that. So the game really does discourage playing by yourself, unless you're a little more experienced.
Yeah.
So that is a little disappointing that you kind of have to play with other people. In Arc Raiders, there's like a culture around playing by yourself. You can like talk to other people in proximity chat, and everybody would like kind of band together. I think this game is going to be a little more focused on just killing everybody.
Okay.
There is proximity chat, so that might change. But anyway, I like it. I think the mechanics are really cool. I hope that this doesn't crash and burn immediately like some other live service games that have come about recently. So those are the 3 games that came out in the past week. And they seem to be all bangers, and I want to play them all. And I haven't wanted to play this many games in a week in a really long time.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time to be a gamer. I've said before on the show, and I stand by it, gaming sucks now, but
it kind of does.
But every once in a while, you get a good game. The fact that we got 3 of them is a miracle. So count your blessings. And
3 of them that are in my Venn diagram of interest.
Right. And if they're not in their Venn diagram of interest, they offer something for everybody.
Yeah.
So all worth checking out, I think.
Yeah. It's great. It's great. So it's fucking backlog time. Nope.
Backlog. 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 The Backlog is a segment of the WULFF DEN Podcast. That is this podcast right here. We go through our entire video game collection. We pick a game at random and we talk about it regardless of whether or not we've played it.
There was supposed to be an animation on screen and it didn't happen. So now we got to figure out what game we're supposed to be talking about.
Okay. You gonna spin it or am I gonna spin it?
I spun it already.
All right.
It was supposed to come up on screen. It's Quake.
It's Quake. Quake for the Nintendo Switch. We've also played this on PC. I know that for a fact.
It's Quake 1.
Quake 1, the original Quake.
Is that the one we grew up with?
Yes.
Okay, so we grew up with the original Quake.
We grew up with the original Quake, yes.
Quake 1. I'm just doing Quake. We're just doing Quake 1. Yeah. So I got it on the Nintendo. I mean, we had it growing up. This is like one of the first games.
This was one of those games that was like preloaded on our PC. And like first it was like Doom, and we played Doom and Duke Nukem and whatnot, and then like there was Quake, and it's like, oh, what's this game? Quake. And like Quake was different because Quake was in full 3D. It was like very demonic and like weird, and like the guns were interesting and stuff, and that like blew my like little boy mind. Like I'd never seen a game like this
so
before.
This game, it has mouse look, right? Am I crazy?
I believe so.
That might be Quake 2. I mean, he looks like it's got free look. I'll give it that. I'm pretty sure it's straight up mouse look by default.
Okay.
But I'm having trouble remembering now. Of course, now you go back and play it, and you're playing it with full-blown mouse look. That is a new concept at the time that this game came out. This is not a normal thing to play a game, to be able to aim with the mouse. So that's kind of what blew my little boy brain at the time. That's what made this game feel more 3D than anything else at the time. Also, I mean, Doom was, and Duke Nukem, everybody's like 2.5D. Everybody's like basically paper. It's like play Paper Mario. And this game had a really cool setting. It was like demonic hell, but again, it's 3D and there's good lighting effects. So it really brought you into it. It
did a lot of like little things that like made it interesting, like the difficulty select. You're in like this, you're just in like this nebulous area, and the way you select your difficulty is you actually walk through certain sections. Like easy mode, you just walk. Medium mode, there's like a bridge.
Oh yeah, there was a hub world.
Yeah, there was the bridge you had to like Hub world. That was what I'm talking about. Medium difficulty, you just have to like, navigate a bridge or whatever. Hard mode, you had to platform jump over lava to get to, the level select. And then I learned this not too long ago. There's a nightmare mode that you had to unlock in the hub world, and that's really difficult to find.
Tynology in the chat is reminding me Marathon was the first game with mouse look.
Oh, that's right.
So this actually did not have mouse look on by default, but I'm pretty sure that's how we played it. I'm pretty sure we had it
probably
with mouse mode.
Regardless, like the game played very well, like the controlled very well.
It was incredibly smooth for the time. You moved pretty quickly, and there was. It felt like your movement mattered in this game, whereas in like Doom, you kind of just clomping around and putting the crosshair on enemies and shooting them.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you
there's like platforming and shit.
There's jumping in this game, and like that like set it apart from Doom and like a lot of the other games of its era. It is very fast. Like this game just like it's almost like a Sonic the Hedgehog game with like the amount of like movement you have to do.
This game ran at like 1,000 frames per second, even on like those old computers.
Yeah.
This is one of those situations. I got it on Nintendo Switch because it has support for a keyboard and mouse.
Yes,
that's why I bought it.
I got it on Nintendo Switch because it was $3 on sale, and it is a very good game to play if you are a dad because the levels are short, so you can pick up the game and just do a level at a time, and then you can put the game down and tend to the kids. So it's great for that. And it like I played it like a couple of years ago. It holds up. It's still challenging. It's still fun. The enemy design is really good. The weapons selection, it's like very unique. It's not like your standard first-person shooter.
You got your nail gun. You got the grenade launcher.
Gun, you got a super nail gun. You got two different kinds of shotguns. You got this weird like lightning gun that you can't use in water, otherwise you will electrocute yourself. I'm sure if you notice, all the nail gun ammo boxes have the 9 Inch Nails logo on it because 9 Inch Nails did the soundtrack. This is the first soundtrack that Trent Reznor ever did. And it counts. 9 Inch Nails does this weird thing with their like music where like every release has like a canonical Halo number. This counts in their canon of like 9 Inch Nails music.
Oh my God.
So
there was a recent video by a YouTuber Noodle that I like. It was, I think, his last video. He talks about a mod for Quake because the engine is so like robust that people are still making mods for the game that are full blown like new games basically.
Yeah.
And this one looks like somewhere between a mix between a modern game and old Quake. I forgot the name of it.
There's
Slipseer?
There's a lot of games that just use the Quake 1 engine today to like make new games. Dusk is one of them. I think Wraith is another one. I played Wraith at PAX East the time I went. That game is very good. Gets like the Quake vibes.
Does anybody know the name of the game? I think it's Slipseer, but I don't know.
It might be
sure.
Slipseer.
Apparently it's free. You can just play it. I think, is Quake free?
The source code is free.
Okay.
So you can get the source code of Quake and do what you want with it. But I mean like the engine for Quake was used to make Hexen, Hexen 2, I will say, Malice, and that derivative led to other games. It led to like Wraith, Eon of Ruin. That was the game I played.
So it's on Steam for $10.
Wait, it will be on sale for $3.
I think it is just on archive.org.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I just found a link for Quake 2. So I'm sure Quake 1 you can find somewhere.
Another thing I want to note about Quake 1 is, so this was like, in terms of like the history of id Software, this was like the last game that founders John Romero and John Carmack both worked on. This was like where they started to like fall apart in the relationship, and John Romero left to do Ion Storm. This game is very much inspired by like John Romero's like interest in like H.P. Lovecraft and Dungeons and Dragons, and like the dark high fantasy type stuff. When he left and they did Quake, id Software did Quake 2 and all the other Quake games that followed, they dropped that setting and Quake became like a sci-fi shooter more akin to like Doom.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, like it just it's like it's less interesting.
Yeah.
Because like we have Doom. Doom is great. Like I feel like this gave Quake its identity. Like those other games aren't really Quake to me.
Yeah. Quake 3 was mostly a multiplayer game.
Quake 3 was just a multiplayer game, yeah.
Quake 3 is what popularized WASD as movement. It wasn't default, but the Quake 3 community remapped their controls to that.
Yeah.
And it became so popular in that the game that it became the default control scheme for Half-Life when Half-Life came out. So anyway, Quake's amazing.
Yeah.
Go play it. Get it for free.
It's available on all platforms.
Download it from fucking archive.org.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, try it out. And also look at Noodle's video on this Quake mod. I don't remember the name of it. Nope, he doesn't explicitly say it. It's in his video. There's a level in the game called Penis Day at the Gym. So yeah, that's Quake. Thanks for watching the Backlog. Goodbye.
Bye.
I keep forgetting to hit this fucking... See, I keep forgetting to hit the timestamp button. All right, next news. What do we got here?
And we want to just talk about Highguard. It's like, I think that is...
Yes, it's fitting.
Okay.
Highguard is already shutting down.
Another high-profile live service game is shutting down soon after launch. This time, it's free-to-play squad shooter Highguard. Developer Wildlight Entertainment says that even though Highguard reached 2 million players, the game will shut down permanently on March 12th. That's less than 2 months after the game debuted on January 26th. Despite the passion and hard work of our team, we have not been able to build a sustainable player base to support the game long term. Before the game ends for good, it's getting one last update either tonight or tomorrow that will add a new character and weapons along with other changes.
That sucks. What the fuck did they expect? So last time they were in the news, it was because they laid off a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I am trying to be optimistic about Highguard because I quite liked the game. I thought the game was fine. I think people were way overcritical of it. People wanted it to be bad for some reason because, like you said, people are upset about live service games when this game had no prior expectations on it.
This is entirely Jeff Keighley's fault.
It is.
A reminder. They wanted to just shadow drop this game.
Yeah.
Like they just wanted to release it on January 26th.
It would have been way better off.
Well,
continue.
Okay. I feel like had they done that, it might have gotten lost in like the sea of other live service games, but the expectations would have been lower.
Yeah.
So they could have started lower and built themselves up. But Jeff Keighley liked the game so much when he played it in preview, he gave them a coveted spot at the Game Awards to show off the trailer for free. And remember, those spots cost a lot of money.
He gave it the one more thing
spot for free.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah. And like, how are you going to say no to that? So they released the trailer for it. It kind of underwhelmed because like nobody really knew what it was.
A lot of people thought it looked silly and weird.
Yeah.
And I thought it looked kind of cool.
And like maybe like that would have been fine if they showed it earlier in the Game Awards. But the fact that Jeff Keighley made such a big deal out of it, he said like this is one of the best games he's ever played. He had a lot of fun playing it. That like built up all this expectation now. So there's a lot of eyes on it. And when it came out and it was just another live service game, more or less, that just didn't help matters. And, they had a high player count at launch. That means like they were expected to ramp up quickly and they couldn't do that.
Yeah. I don't understand because if they shadow dropped it, they never would have had that many players at launch.
Yeah.
There were people waiting to play the game because they knew when it, knew when it was going to launch. So it would have been much smaller. So if they were to shadow drop it, they would have still fired all of those people.
Probably.
And then right now it's been out for 45 days.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of they're closing it entirely. What the fuck do they expect if they shadow dropped it?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I think if, again, maybe if they shadow dropped it, they could slowly build it up, to something that could be sustainable. But because there was all this hype around it, because they had so many people playing it initially, they had to ramp up what they needed to do for the game in order for it to be sustainable. And it was, too much too quickly.
They got a lot of eyes on it than they otherwise would not have had.
Yeah.
They would not have had that many players at launch. They needed to do something to hold them. And honestly, a week after the game launch, it might have even been a couple days after the game launch, they responded to criticism immediately and started they added a 5-player mode. Originally, It was 3 players on the team, and they added 5 players because people wanted there to be more players so that there could be more firefights and stuff. And I thought that was pretty sick that they just turned it around that quickly.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough to hold people's interest. So, I think people just wanted a dog on it. People played it like they played it.
Yeah, probably.
And so someone in the chat just said it was too sweaty. There's a developer on Highguard that's going around saying that the game focused too much on esports and that player base, and it was too sweaty. Absolutely not true. Maybe they did internally, but the game was not too sweaty. The game was. I played it and liked it, and I'm not like a pro.
You're not
player.
a sweaty guy.
Yeah, it's a fucking multiplayer game.
Yeah,
they're competitive games. It didn't feel like a Valorant type of competitive.
Right.
It didn't feel like a Counter-Strike type competitive. It was fantasy and there's abilities and stuff. So no, that narrative is dumb. That's not why the game failed. The game failed because everybody wanted to hate the game. Because Jeff Keighley announced and made a big deal about it, and the game looked silly, and then everybody started playing, and they were looking for reasons to hate the game.
But again, I think there's something to that because we are overrun with live service games. There's too many of them. And companies are bending over backwards to put out just that game, just that kind of game. We're not getting a lot of the unique different types of games we used to get. And the fact that these games, there's so much writing on them, they need to be a hit immediately.
Yeah.
Otherwise the game's a failure. I mean, we see this all the time. Concord is the golden child of how this can go wrong. I wish I had saved the tweet or the skeet or whatever, but I saw someone post when Pokemon Red and Green came out in Japan initially, it was not a success right out the gate. It was a very slow burn to, become even moderately successful, and then over time people got really into it. And then when it came to America, it got even bigger and so forth and so on. But the point is sometimes things just need time to become hits and become to get the audience that it needs. And we're living in an age where games are not afforded that luxury anymore. Yeah. They need to come out the gate making Fortnite money or they're deemed a failure and the studio closes down.
I think that's a massive failure in leadership. That I need to know what they expected of the game, because in what world would it have been would it have met their expectations? What were their expectations? Because they had a huge player base at start. They couldn't hold it. And if they didn't have Jeff Keighley announce it, what do they expect the player base to be? It doesn't make that whole situation doesn't make any sense to me. But I think it's something like you said, the fatigue of live service games.
Mm-hmm.
People really don't want to let go of the live service games they're already playing. And some people don't want live service games at all. So when you're releasing a live service game, there's already a lot of people that just want a dog on it.
Yeah.
Marathon, I didn't talk about this really when we were talking about Marathon, but Marathon had also a lot of people that wanted it to be bad, that are already shitting on it. There was a clip of Peanut, the streamer. He's the biggest Arc Raiders streamer.
Yeah.
He played Marathon, and the chat was all talking about how shitty it was and everything. And Peanut, to his credit, what a lot of streamers, for when they were playing Highguard, the chat was this game looks like shit, and a lot of streamers were yeah, this game looks like shit. Except for Tim the Tatman. Tim the Tatman was I'm not playing Highguard because the chat is really annoying when I play Highguard. I actually think Highguard's kind of good. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Burnt Peanut said, chat, we should want Marathon to be good so that there's more stuff to play.
Yeah.
We can't just be playing Arc Raiders forever. Competition's good, variety's good. He didn't say all of this. He just yelled at the chat. But that's the point, is that just because there's competition to Arc Raiders doesn't mean you got a dog on it. There's just more. It's better for everybody if there's more good stuff to play. So rooting for the downfall of a game seems really weird. And I'm a hater. I'm a class A hater. I hate a lot of things and I talk shit about a lot of things. But, try it out. Have your own opinion. It's the hive mind. The hive mind gets a hold on it, and they all are just afraid to break away and have their own opinions on stuff. And it's getting really fucking frustrating. Anyway. That's your
Highguard.
I wish Highguard. I wish people liked Highguard. It was a fine game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, fine is not good enough. But it had potential to take the place of some of these other games that people are playing now. And I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they were expecting from it. Anyway, what else do we have to talk about? We already talked about... Oh, no, we didn't talk about this. Sony pulling away from PC ports. I did hear about this.
There is currently a lot of noise surrounding Sony's PC strategy and how the company is supposedly set to back away from its stance of releasing key first-party titles on PC as well as PS5. Over on Reset Era, the ever-reliable Jason Schreier has strongly suggested that such a move is in motion. Speaking on the Triple Click podcast, he comments, I think the sense I'm getting is that Sony is backing away from putting their exclusives on console, for putting their exclusive console stuff, like traditional single-player stuff, on PC. Schreier goes on to say that Sony's PC ports haven't been hugely successful, and based on things like Steam player counts and the firm's own financial reports, it's a pretty accurate take. It's also worth noting that other trusted sources have weighed in on the rumors, effectively backing Schreier's comments. Digital Foundry's John Linneman has heard similar things, and prominent insider Nate the Hate has claimed that Sony is absolutely altering its approach to PC. So, to clarify, this whole rumor speculation that Sony's backing away from PC gaming only applies to their single player games. So like Ghosts of Yote, God of War, Spider-Man, like those stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're not seeing the numbers, I guess, that they were expecting to see for those types of games, and those are not going to be put on.
Is it that
PC.
they're not seeing the numbers, or is it that they specifically want to get people to adopt PlayStations?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
So because their strategy was release the game on PS5 first, wait about a year, and then put the game on PC.
Yeah.
I mean, when you do that, you're effectively telling people, like, if you want to play this game when everyone else is playing this game, you got to get it on PS5. And that's what people are doing. Unless like you definitely don't want a PS5, you're gonna get it on PS5 when it comes out.
Lord Jitter Jatter in the chat posted an article that said Capcom sells 3 times more PC games than PS5 games. That makes sense. It's a little different because these are PlayStation games. These are like flagships for the console.
The whole reason these games exist is to get you to buy that system.
Yeah, and they're staples of the system.
Yeah, as we've seen with Microsoft, like Microsoft's putting games day and date on Xbox and PC. And like that was kind of hurting the Xbox brand, because why play it on Xbox? I can play it on, I have a functioning PC that can do it.
Also, Sony doesn't need to they won. They don't need to be everywhere like Xbox does. Xbox needs to kind of be everywhere because they lost in your living room. Yeah. So they need to win in other places. Yeah. So I think that they might also just be like, we're good. We don't need to be on your PC. Because that now they're giving Microsoft money.
Yeah. Well, they're giving Steam money mostly,
Yeah.
I mean, it also sucks.
But what are you playing it on,
It sucks too, because like, you know, you kind of let the genie out of the bottle. Like, what are you going to, like, when Wolverine comes out, like, you're just not going to put that on PC eventually when everything else you've put on?
Like the chat's also saying, they wait like 6 months, which is going to hurt sales and stuff.
Yeah, obviously, because, like, the people who wanted to play it initially, like, are going to play it on PS5.
Yeah. I specifically waited for Death Stranding for it to be announced for PC because we all knew it was going to happen.
Right.
But if it just never came to PC, I would probably just never play it.
Well, now we don't know about, like, the future games. We don't know what this means for Wolverine. We don't know what this means for, like, you know, the next single-player Horizon game. Yeah. The multiplayer Horizon game that's coming out and Marathon, those are going to launch on PC because they saw with Helldivers that launching a multiplayer game on PC and PS5 at the same time is beneficial to them because they get a bigger player count. But, you know, for the single player stuff, you know, they're not seeing the numbers, I guess. But, like, what were they expecting? Like, obviously you're going to play on PlayStation first. That's what you want. The PC market is like that's like the DVD market was, you know, that's the extra revenue you get, you know, after you had the big box office hit.
Yeah, I really think it's just that it was kind of like an experiment for them, and they kind of want to be able to control their market. They want you to buy their box.
I mean, they already do. Like, the fact that you can't cross save between the games on PC and PS5, like, that tells me, like, they don't really take this.
Aren't they working? Didn't they figure that out?
They were working on something.
They had like a launcher.
They have a launcher, but that's just for trophies.
Oh, okay.
I saw like a tweet from Sucker Punch. It's like, because of the way PS5 saves games work, like, we can't transport them to PC, which sucks.
Death Stranding figured it out.
Yeah, Death Stranding. A lot of games figured it out. I don't know what.
Death Stranding is technically like not like Kojima like made it clear that he's like not a first party PlayStation game. He like was offended that he's part of it, like sizzle reel.
Is on Xbox.
Yeah,
less people forget. Yeah, I guess because there was graphics that came up of like cross buy and like cross save for PC, but I guess that's just going to be for the multiplayer games now.
Yeah. So that sucks because I don't want to play their games on their system. I would like to see more games.
I mean, I guess
PC.
it would justify my purchase of the PS5, but you know,
I still don't want to play games there.
All
right. You want to go over the Pokemon Presents?
Yeah. Just plow through it as quickly as we can.
This new Pokemon game, so they announced, was this Gen 10?
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Pokemon Winds and Waves, the next mainline Pokemon game coming out next year. Yeah.
2027.
Yeah.
Which people were upset about. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Because that means they're giving Game Freak time. We talked recently about how they don't give Game Freak enough time to make a fucking game.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, there's enough time to make this game good.
Yeah. I mean, it does look better than the mainline Pokemon game has looked in the past. It looks one generation behind, not 3 generations behind.
I mean, it doesn't look like the most amazing game. But for a Pokemon game, this is light years better than what we've got recently. This is also just a trailer, so this is supposedly the best parts of the game.
Yeah. So, but now we know what it is. Now we know when it's coming, so we have something to look forward to.
Also, only Switch 2.
Yes.
People were upset about that too. Like, I got to get a new Switch. This is 2027.
Yeah.
So, by then, you should have the newest console.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the next thing Champions? We don't care about
Pokemon Champions. That's coming to Switch 1. And Android and iOS.
The music player.
Okay.
This is a Game Boy. It's a Game Boy DMG. It's a little one. It's not as big as a normal Game Boy DMG. And it does not play games.
No.
It plays music.
It comes with game cartridges, and those game cartridges are different songs from Pokemon Red and Blue.
It has 45.
I hate this thing.
This is very, very stupid.
I hate this thing. This is so dumb. Like, okay, you want to make like a cute little Game Boy that like plays music and stuff. Fine, whatever. Why is it coming with 45 cartridges?
Yeah, little
Each
plastic
cartridge
things.
is a song. Like you're telling me you can't fit all these songs on 2?
You could fit all of them on one cartridge, we know, because they did.
Yeah.
Because that's what the fucking Pokemon Red and Blue were, one cartridge.
I say too, because obviously they're going to want to do a red and a blue, whatever. It's like, fine, whatever. But like, it's such a waste.
It is, in no world is this like charming or cool. Like, this is like very stupid.
And like, what are they going to do? Like, are they going to do this with other Game Boy games? Are we going to get Super Mario Land cartridges? Are we going to get like Tetris cartridges? Are they going to keep doing
this? The Pokemon Company. I want to be clear.
This is explicitly from Pokemon Company.
Is what I'm saying. That's just what I mean. It says Nintendo on the thing, but this was announced in a Pokemon Presents. I don't see a world where they start shipping it with other cartridges. I mean, maybe they could, but that'd be really.
It's available
dumb.
to order now.
There's a world where this could have worked, like as an MP3 player that had, like, I mean, Smash Brothers Ultimate. There's a music player in Smash Brothers Ultimate. There's a lot of great music in Smash Brothers Ultimate. You can listen to songs with the Switch in the sleep mode.
Yeah.
So it works kind of like an MP3 player. If this had like more modern songs, like maybe remixes of some songs, maybe more modern versions of songs, this could be really cool. But it's literally just the chiptune songs from the original Pokemon games and 45 fucking cartridges of them. I've been begging for either Nintendo or the Pokemon Company to make a classic Game Boy that has the old Pokemon games on it. Why in God's name are they taunting me with this? They could have very easily done like what Nintendo did with the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers, or the Game & Watch, sorry.
Yeah.
Was the 40th anniversary of Game & Watch? They made a Mario Game & Watch.
That was for the anniversary of Mario.
And then they did one with Zelda.
Yeah.
And those are really cool. And they could have done that with Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is I think like you said, it is a Pokemon Company release. This thing is $70.
And it's a whole lot of plastic.
Yeah.
This is very dumb. This is one of the dumbest products I've seen in quite a while. And I love Game Boy. It's like
that's
it's just like a toy.
That's like your thing, yeah.
It could be even if it was like $20.
Yeah.
It's something to put on your shelf, you know? But $70 and 45 cartridges?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
Pokopia, apparently the greatest game of all time. Citizen Kane games right there.
Yeah, we talked about it already. I mean, it looks way better than I ever would have anticipated.
Yeah. Legends ZA Mega Dimension. Mega Evolutions are coming to Pokemon Legends ZA.
They weren't there already?
Well, I think this is specifically for Mega Garchomp Z.
Cool.
Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is coming to Switch Online plus expansion pack in March. That is the GameCube Pokemon game.
We knew about this already, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's in like the games coming soon or whatever. This is the console RPG that they put out on the GameCube.
Yes.
Yeah.
People love this.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon Stadium, but an actual Pokemon RPG. Like it's close to an actual Pokemon game.
Pokemon Go's 10th anniversary. There's going to be a celebration between March 7th and March 9th. If you're still playing that after all this time. Pokemon trading card game. Fans can look forward to new expansion packs in 2026. Pokemon Sleep. Mew is coming to Pokemon Sleep. Neat.
I love Mew.
Pokemon Masters EX.
This game's actually pretty good. It's the mobile game.
Okay.
I don't know what this is.
New sync pairs are coming, including the original Red and Pikachu from Pokemon Red.
I actually didn't hate. I played a little bit of that game.
Yeah.
I actually didn't hate it.
And lastly, Pokemon Cafe Remix. That's how you have to say remix.
That's another mobile game.
Yeah. So cosmetics and costumes are coming to that game.
So really the big news from the Pokemon Presents is the new Pokemon game.
Yeah.
We got to look at the new Pokemon game.
Yeah. I mean, that's really what anybody ever wants out of these things. Otherwise, I would say it's like more of a light affair. But, you know, it's good that we now know what the next gen of Pokemon is. We know that it's going to be a while, which is fine. Give these people time to cook.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let them cook it.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
they're the original ROMs with nothing done to them. They aren't worth it. They should have remade the games. Are we talking about Fire Red and Leaf Green? Because we did not bring up Fire Red or Leaf Green.
Well, we knew those were coming.
Yeah.
They modified it slightly.
That I guess we can talk about very briefly.
Yeah.
So there was somebody data mined it because, of course, there are 0 quality of life improvements to this game. It is literally just the ROM.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we were expecting. But we had Meatball132 who data mined the game basically and found that it is just a ROM, but it is slightly modified. So I already forgot what it was, but I summarized it. There's a naughty words list.
Yes.
Nobody can find the naughty words list, but there exists a naughty words list.
Yeah.
So
you can't name your character like Dick Butt or something.
Yeah. I mean, people have figured out how to get around it,
obviously, yeah.
So that's new. That you used to be able to name your Pokemon Dick Butt. There's a way for them to track what Pokemon you're using and stuff, which is, I guess, is something they do with modern games so that they know like which Pokemon's popular so they can see which Pokemon they need to make plushies out of. So they're tracking what you're doing in the game. And then also some very small evidence that Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald was at least thought about or could be coming in the future.
Well, I'd imagine these games even back in the day were made on the same engine, like Ruby, Sapphire, and Leaf Green, Fire Red. So
so it should be
there should
pretty
be sharing,
easy for them to fart those out too.
Yeah.
But if you're interested, go look at Meatball's tweets, or just pause the screen. I have them up here. He goes into way more detail, but that's the short summary that I could find.
Yeah. There's also, they added certain Pokemon that were in like they were part of like events. Like you had to actually go to the events to try and catch the Pokemon, and like in real life, like they added them into the game and like ways to catch them in the game.
Yeah, I think you beat the game and then something happens.
Yeah, like you unlock the ability to like catch them.
Yeah, so there's small thing. I guess you can call that a quality of life improvement. Also, Pokemon Home integration.
Pokemon
That's
Home
a new
integration.
thing too.
Apparently, it's one way. You can send your Pokemon out to Pokemon Home, but you can't import Pokemon.
Okay.
So, I mean, like if you had like a 151 Pokemon from another game that you built up, like I could see wanting to bring that in.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of information in the modern games that just wouldn't work on an older game. But Tynology says, I think the naughty words list is built into the Switch's firmware.
Okay.
So the Switch itself has a naughty words list. That's interesting. The tickets you use to get from the events just appear in your inventory. Oh, I guess after you beat the game. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So yeah. That's Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yeah.
So people have been playing those. Anyway, now we can talk about the Indie World Showcase that happened this morning.
Yeah.
I flipped through it. I started watching it and then I got bored really quick and then I just flipped through it and really nothing.
Yeah.
Than just me. I don't know. The big one more thing is Blueprints.
Yeah.
Which is a game we talk about because we played it and we did not understand why everybody liked that game. It did not click with us. And everybody kept going, keep playing. I played a decent amount.
I don't want to. I got Resident Evil Requiem now.
I played like 2 or 3 hours of Blueprints and like that's way too long to be playing something to be like, no, it'll almost be good soon.
So Blueprints is out now.
I'm shocked that it wasn't already on the Switch.
Blueprints is out now. Next up, Densha Attack, which is Tony Hawk with trains.
This game actually, I am interested in this game.
Yeah. June 17th.
They showed a lot of Densha Attack.
Yeah,
this was
they've been showing it for a while.
This is the opening game, I think.
Next is My Little Puppy, coming May 29th.
I think I cried watching this. And then that's when I had to flip through it. You play as a dead dog.
Yeah.
In heaven. Just fucking shoot me in the head. I'm never playing that game just to make it. It looks like it's probably a good game. Put a halo over a dog's head. Keep me. Get me away from that.
Heave Ho 2, chaotic multiplayer game, releasing for Nintendo Switch this summer, 2026.
Cool little multiplayer game.
Yeah. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, coming later this year.
Cool.
Yeah. Wudo. This is inspired by childhood magic and how children view the world.
This has a really cool art style.
Yeah.
It's all like wood carvings or like Playmobil type stuff.
Coming to Switch this summer. Mini Shoot Adventures. Twin stick shooter based on 8-bit classics, coming to Switch today.
This has a cool art style.
Yeah.
It's very cool looking. Midnight Walk also has a cool art style. This is like a claymation looking type game.
Yeah.
Or stop motion.
Coming to Switch 2 on the 26th. Rotwood, side-scrolling brawler inspired by moment-to-moment gameplay of fighting games and the bosses of RPG games.
Ooh, okay.
Available today.
Is this not a gameplay trailer? Oh, it is. This had a really cool. This has really cool animations.
Yes.
It looks very pretty. It's hand drawn, or
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It looks like a cartoon.
It looks like a cartoon. I didn't know it was like fighting game mechanics. I thought it was a little RPG like. So I'm pretty interested. This might be pretty cool. Rotwood.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it and it looks like, your standard belt scrolling brawler,
Oh,
like
it's
Double
out.
Dragon and whatnot. But
It's out and it's a console exclusive.
oh, it's made by Clay. They did Mark of the Ninja and Shank. Those are good games.
Oh, okay.
So.
I remember those games. We
Yes.
have those games.
Yes. Next up, Mixtape, coming May 7th to the Switch 2.
Sorry, I was looking up the Metacritic for Rotwood to see if it's out yet. What's this one?
Mixtape. May 7th.
I thought this was Life is Strange.
No, it's from the developers of The Artful Escape. It's about a teenager's last night in her hometown, filled with nostalgic reminiscence in the form of charming vignettes and minigames. Set to an absolutely incredible soundtrack featuring bands like Devo and the Smashing Pumpkins.
Cool. It looks cool.
Yeah. Blighted, coming to Switch 2 in fall this year, will offer local and or online 2-player co-op from the makers of Guacamelee.
Oh,
Exploration-driven action RPG.
that could be good.
Yeah.
Drinkbox is a good studio.
Yes. Next up, we got Dead Zone Rogue, a sci-fi first-person shooter with roguelike elements.
So this is multiplayer, I think. So it's like a roguelike shooter.
Yeah.
So.
Has Joy-Con 2 mouse support, coming March 17th for Switch 2. And then real quick, Blumhouse Games Grave Seasons, coming in September 2026. Chaotic co-op Railroad Builder Unrailed 2, back on track, coming in May of this year. Toem 2, coming in summer of this year. Inconbini, One Store, Many Stories, April 30th of this year. Off the Grid exploration game Outbound, coming April 23rd, with a demo available today. And rhythm-based fighting game Rattan, available on Switch 2 July 16th.
So this is an indie world, so it's all indie games.
Yes.
Nothing that, is knocking my socks off.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to try Rodham. That
Mhm.
game looks kind of cool. And that's really it. Oh, and Densha Attack, but I already knew Densha Attack was
Yeah.
coming out. So Rodham is a console exclusive. So
Wow.
console exclusive means it would be on PC then.
It could be on PC, yeah.
I think it might be. Let's see.
Rotwood, yeah.
Rotwood. Rodham is a Pokemon.
Rotwood is on PC now.
I'm
$30
gonna-
bucks.
30?
30.
God damn, I'm gonna wishlist it. It's a multiplayer game, so that could be
Yeah.
kind of cool. All right, so that's the indie world.
Okay.
We just got a Nintendo Direct, so we're not
Yeah.
going to see anything for a while for mainline Nintendo announcements. Anyway, more news. We're plowing through.
Yeah.
Starfield is coming to PS5. It's not on PS5 already?
It's reported that that Starfield is the next Xbox console exclusive game to jump the fence, coming to PS5 next month. Starfield was the last, that was the big one, right? Because when Starfield initially came out, Sarah Bond got on camera and said, "Yes, it's exclusive." And this is back before Microsoft had their whole we got to put everything on everywhere initiative. And this is the holdout. But now it looks like it's going to come out, and it's going to come out next month. And the standard edition will only be like $60. The premium edition will be 80. So like it's not, the price of a modern game. I would say there's like a little bit of a discount to it. So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, the game is pretty good. People shit all over it and we're disappointed by it. Like it's not like as amazing as like the other Bethesda games, but it's decent.
I think it's like had like a turnaround at some point. There's no like Starfield 2.0 or whatever that completely overhauls the game, but like I think they made enough improvements to like the game as it is, so like people are like giving it another shot.
Yeah.
And better late than ever, I guess, putting it on PS5. We'll see if they keep doing this with the new. I feel like Microsoft is going to keep putting game systems though.
Yeah.
Like even though they say they're committed to Xbox now, Asha Sharma says she's committed to Xbox, but like there's no way they're gonna not put out games.
This game would have done a lot better if they just put it on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I was gonna say something about this.
Okay.
But I forgot.
Okay.
Xbox ROG Ally adds AI highlight reels. Oh, that's exactly. I always play my Xbox ROG Ally, and I think to myself, if only I could relive all of the games that I played on here, but retold through AI.
It's not
with fingers missing, and
so it's not exactly that. It's using an AI script to basically record specific moments of your gameplay. Like it'll know, quote unquote, when you get to a boss, and like it'll record your boss battle. It'll like know when you do like a cool move, and it'll clip that out and stuff. It's not it's right now it's only for Xbox insiders, so like it's in the preview program, and it's only available for like select games. So like Forza Horizon 5, Overwatch, like things like that.
So what makes it AI is what I want to know, because that just sounds like a fucking achievement.
It's Copilot.
It sounds like an achievement. It's part of what I'm saying.
It's well, no, because achievements, like the way it works on like PlayStation, like when your thing comes up, because PlayStation like just constantly records, and so it knows to like clip like the last 30 seconds or whatever what you did. This is like basically looking for specific things in the game when it happens, and it's part of Copilot, so that's what makes it AI. You have to go into gaming Copilot settings to like turn it on.
So there are only a few games that support it.
Yeah.
Which makes it not sound like AI. It sounds like it's scripted into the game.
Right.
And like NVIDIA Shadowplay has something where like every time you get a kill in a game, it records it.
Yeah.
And that has to be built into the game. Like the compatibility needs to be built in. So it's not like the AI. This is what I'm arguing. Like if it's AI, I'm imagining the AI watching everything that you're doing and be like, oh, it looks like you got a kill. Let's record that. Where in reality, it's probably like every time it's scripted, if this sound plays, that's the kill sound. You should record the last 30 seconds. That's just a normal script. So
they explicitly say Gaming Copilot will capture clips of gaming moments while you play. At the end of your gameplay session, a highlight reel will automatically be created using these clips, which you can view and share via game highlights within the game page of the Xbox PC app.
Yeah, it sounds like Shadowplay recordings that have been around for years.
I think because they're like using Copilot, like that, like, or at the very least the Copilot branding, that was what makes it AI. Because again, Microsoft really wants you to start using Copilot and all of its AI stuff. It's not in the keep because I saw it too late, but a friend of the show, Kevin Kenson, posted a news article saying that Microsoft is already planning Windows 12, which will be more focused on Copilot and AI than Windows 11 currently is.
I want to see when Windows 11 came out. 2021? Okay. That was 5 years ago.
5 years ago, yeah.
Okay. What is it? They're kind of like on a 10-year cycle, I think.
I don't know. Like it got murky because like Windows 10 was supposed to be like the last Windows or whatever, and then Windows 11 came out. So
every time a new Windows comes out, everybody hates it.
Yeah.
I don't remember one where people were like, "Oh, thank God."
Well, It used to be like in every other one because like everybody loved XP or everybody like tolerated XP.
Everyone loved XP.
Yeah. And then Windows Vista came out and everyone hated it.
Everyone hated it.
But then Windows 7 came out and everybody like genuinely loved it.
Yes.
And then
people did love 7.
And then Windows 8 came out.
7 was the last one that was universally loved.
Yeah. Yeah. And then 8 came out and nobody liked 8. Then Windows 10 came out and everyone was like, you know what? At least it's not Windows 8.
Yes, but nobody wanted to upgrade to it for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like all these like different.
And the same thing happened with 11. Nobody wanted to upgrade to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. This is all scary because they just keep doubling down on AI, and it's very obvious that nobody wants the Windows AI product.
Yeah. To the point where they're willing to shut down a Discord server because too many people were writing microslop in it.
Why do they even have one in the first place? It's also at the point where like they're lying about what is AI is what I'm trying to say. Like it's unclear what even is AI anymore because if they just put AI in there, they think that that's going to get people to buy it or that's going to get people don't want to buy it if it has AI in
exactly.
it. That's at least my perspective. Maybe I'm in a bubble, but like they have to have data on that. Like, are they fucking stupid? Like they have to know that like, because that means that the investors' money is worth more than the customers who are buying the product.
Oh, absolutely. The investors' money is worth more.
Yeah.
I saw something recently.
In what world is that sustainable?
I saw something recently like Corsair is like profitable, like genuinely profitable, but because their stock is down because investors don't like the current roadmap for the company.
Wait. You said they're profitable?
They're profitable. Like they're making money. People are buying Corsair products, but their stock is down because investors aren't really seeing like the value in like what they're offering to the market.
So that should be fine.
But like it's down like a lot.
I know, but I'm trying to say is the stock price should not be so heavily tied to
vibes.
Yeah. Well, like, okay. If a product is selling well, the stock should be good.
Yeah.
If a product is selling bad, the stock should be bad. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
It should be like that.
But
like how our money is supposed to be tied to gold in the real world.
Yeah.
Like the stock price should be tied to how well the company is selling products.
Somehow we've gotten to the point where the stocks are based on, no, trust me, AI is going to be great.
Well, like OpenAI, they're making money because they just keep getting investments. They're not making money because their product is making money.
Right. You know, they're just Sam Altman's
like
just
the
basically,
business model now is let me get investor money.
Yeah. But that can only work for so long. Like they have to produce something.
Yeah.
And they're right now the business model is just say it enough times and it will become true.
Yeah.
And like people are getting fed up with it. You're not living in a bubble. Like you talk to real people and they'll tell you how much they hate this stuff.
Yeah. I don't it's baffling to me. I don't understand it. It seems obvious from here that it's not gonna work out or like the ways that it could work out. Like there's things that I think AI could be genuinely useful for, but it's being way over exaggerated by people who are just getting a fuck ton of investor money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's ruining everything. It's ruining the whole tech industry. It's ruining video games. It's ruining everything. So, anyway, I don't think there's any articles about this, but let's talk about this real quick.
Okay.
Because this is kind of important and pertains to the podcast. First of all, the Retroid Pocket 6, the purple thing that I made a video on.
Yes.
That was the 12 gigabyte Retroid Pocket 6. It was the most powerful one that they had.
Okay.
Discontinued. It just came out. Discontinued because RAM is too much money.
Yes.
You can't have one anymore. You cannot have a Retroid Pocket 6 because OpenAI needs that 12 gigabytes of RAM from that.
Yes.
God.
So fuck you.
8 gigabyte model raised in price. Fuck you also.
Yes.
What else raised in price?
Analogue Pocket.
Analogue Pocket goes from $200 to $220 and now to $239. But the dock's the same price.
Yeah.
Analog is... They should have ate that. I don't know how else to put it.
Like, I get it.
Eat the fucking $20,
I get
man.
it, but like, oh man, like you're not doing yourself any favors.
No,
like,
people already are not happy with them.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, it's cool that they're bringing it back. That was like genuinely like the best Game Boy like, I think.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. I was just making a video about how it's still a pretty good option.
Yeah.
Or I was comparing the Game Boy. I released the video today. I had the Neo Pocket Vert, which is it looks a lot like an Analog Pocket. Pocket Vert compared to Analog Pocket, compared to Mod Retrochromatic, and compared to modded Game Boys, and how they all kind of fit within the same price point. The Analog is getting priced out of the conversation.
And, you know, I feel like everything's getting priced out of the conversation now. I feel like, 2 years ago, the Ambernick you just reviewed would have been like half the price it was, today. But yeah, man, I mean, yeah, Analog should have just ate the price.
Yeah. My next video is on how the iterations are becoming smaller and smaller. They're getting more and more expensive, and how the thing you have already is probably enough. You don't need whatever the newest, coolest thing is. And it's not something that we as reviewers even mention in the videos. We don't often be like, if you have the old version, you should just keep that. We're usually like, oh, this thing's pretty cool. But like, it's easy to lose sight of how good the stuff you already have probably is. Anyway, the last thing that I wanted to bring up. Lenovo has a concept for a folding Legion Go.
Okay.
It is a fucking abomination. It is like a laptop, and you could take the tablet part off of the laptop and then fold it for some reason. The folding doesn't make any sense.
Is this different from that modular framework style laptop that they showed off recently? Or is that...
Yes, it's different.
It's different. Okay.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Okay.
But I think they were revealed at the same
They were
event.
revealed at the same time, yeah.
So you slap controllers onto the side, and you can play it vertically, you can play it horizontally, and then I still don't understand why it folds. The folding doesn't make any sense. And there was a video I saw on their Instagram, and you can see the fold, and it's just straight up... Look at that crease. The crease is insane.
Yeah.
There's really no reason for it to fold at all. But this is just a concept.
Yeah, I mean, that is probably just, it's a concept, like you said. Yeah. So it's probably just like test the water, see what they can do with it.
If it does come out, it's going to be $1 million.
Yeah.
I am becoming less comfortable with RAM being wasted on slop like this. Precious RAM.
Yeah.
So, anyway. What else do we have? It's late. We gotta leave.
Okay.
So in the bonus episode, we'll talk about the Trump administration.
That was a last minute addition to the show. So I didn't even have time to
We're talking about Iran?
No, but we could.
No, we're talking about Trump administration debates whether to let Tencent keep its gaming stakes. What does that mean?
It means that they're debating whether or not to let Tencent keep its investment in like video game companies.
Okay. And Sega has video game preservationists arrested. Okay. That should be fun.
Yeah.
I don't have a tweet of the week.
I put a tweet of the week.
Oh, good. You're so good.
Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week.
This is from Ice-T.
Yep.
Gamer stuff. Resident Evil 9. Fuck that spider. I do hear there's a spider.
I hear there's a spider in it. I also heard that like there's a website dedicated to replacing spiders in video games. Like if you have arachnophobia, replacing them with other things.
That's how I found out there was a spider in it, because I saw a screenshot of a shittily rendered in Thomas the Tank Engine.
It always seems to be Thomas the Tank Engine. Ice-T also wrote about Gamer stuff. I've been playing Resident Evil 9. Reminds me of the first one. Has me stressed the fuck out. You know it's bad when you got dreams about that shit. Approved. So if nothing else, Ice-T likes this game.
Yes. Yeah, I saw today. I've been seeing a lot of Resident Evil tweets.
Mm-hmm.
Some bangers out there.
Yeah.
Today I was getting a lot of spoilers.
Yeah, I had
Today only.
I had one thing spoiled for me already, and then like I saw something later that like explained what that spoiler was. So now I'm like, it kind of changes like what I'm doing in the game right now, but like not really. So it's not enough to like ruin the game.
I don't want to know.
It kind of also makes me want to know like how it like is going to play out.
Okay.
So
yeah, I've been seeing a lot of later game stuff and it's been upsetting. But that was all today. Only today. The past couple days I haven't seen it. So it makes me want to actually play more and beat it, but I got work to do. Anyway, we're going to talk to you guys real quick.
Yes. Let's start with people who left comments on last week's Wolf Den podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Wolf Den Podcast.
In the duration of this podcast, my battery went down to 20%.
Wow.
Am I in like performance mode or something? I was in performance, but that shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. I'm not like doing anything.
Yeah.
It's your fault you haven't beaten the game yet, Bob. It's your fault that your mother doesn't like you. All right, we'll do last week's.
All right.
And
then I guess we'll do all the people who gave us money.
Yeah, we gotta do all the people who gave us money.
Yeah.
We got Steve, who says in Gen 3 to 5, that's a Pokemon thing. The EXP share is a held item that gives the holder 50% of the XP from a battle without having to participate in that battle. That's kind of cool. It's basically swap training without having to swap. In Fire Red and Leaf Green, Oak's assistant gives you the EXP share on the second floor of the gate between Route 15 and Fuchsia City. However, you need 50 Pokemon registered caught in your Pokedex. So I think he's saying that thing, you pass it between in Fire Red and Leaf. That's cool.
Sounds like it, yeah. I mean, it's still, a step, like, it's still a bit more complicated than just, you use a Pokemon for a battle and then their XP is shared across everybody automatically.
Yeah, I think that's part of the strategy.
I guess.
It, forces you to want to use the Pokemon to level it up. So, like, if I have, like, a bunch of Pokemon that are level 30 and one that I want to use that's level 15, I need to think of a way to use that Pokemon to get him a higher level,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I know Bob, 94. I feel threatened. Maybe a good segment or video idea. My 8-year-old wants a handheld to play the games I played when I was a kid. Which cheap one would you recommend? Which classic games/ROMs should I download for them? I mean, a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
But
if you want to get them like, retro handheld, like maybe the 35SS XXSP.
Yes, that's probably the easiest to get going with. Something like that, because those are cheap and you can kind of bang them up a little bit.
Yeah, it closes so you can throw it in your backpack and it protects the screen. The hinge might be a problem. If they're like my son, he gets mad, he snaps the hinge in half.
Yeah, it depends on what system you want to play up to.
Yeah.
So the 35XXSP, you're only going to get up to like DS and like N64 games. So if that's okay, then get one of those. Wolfville Belmont says $20 is a bit steep for a bare bones drag and drop port. I feel like 15 would be more fair. The squeeze is real. Yeah, I would have liked 10, but
yeah,
again, they could charge what they want because those games are worth a lot.
Yeah.
Monkey D Jimmy says liberal with the ice melt because I want ice out of my neighborhood. BRB signing up for the Patreon. See that? I thought I was gonna go.
I don't know
really
what
different.
you're talking about. It was just a lot of snow and it was really cold, and it's just there was ice everywhere, and like fuck this ice, man. It's just I want it out of my neighborhood. I should not be in my neighborhood.
I thought he was calling you a pussy for using ice. Like you're a liberal weenie for wanting to use ice melt. That's what I thought.
My father-in-law has like a little ice like pickaxe that he like uses to break up the ice. So my father-in-law uses a weapon against ice.
Fellas, please. Says, boys, what about Ice Cap on Sonic Adventure?
Not as good as Ice Cap Zone in Sonic 3.
No.
No.
Okay.
Right.
And now we got a lot of notifications we got to go through.
Yes.
Not that I saved this for the end of the episode. Where are we? Oh my God, there's so many. We got Modern Jameson for the 41 months. We got Snake the Jake. Thanks for the 11 months. Rip Highguard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Edward Bova with the 18 months. Can't wait for the podcast. Also, don't forget to talk about Nintendo Switch Online getting a price drop in Brazil.
What? We don't live in Brazil.
Everything's expensive in Brazil.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Went from 120 Brazilian reals to 109.
Oh, that's good.
Not bad.
The Konami Man with the 30 months. Take my Bezos bucks, Wolf dudes. Watching this on the new 55-inch TV in the bedroom. We'll see how long the wife puts up with it.
I mean,
he's probably not watching anymore.
Yeah.
Sukasa with the 46 months. Happy 46 month anniversary with the Wolf Bros, and happy birthday to Wolf Dad.
You're a little late, but he appreciates it.
I keep mentioning it in videos. Danny, thanks for the 13 months. I am here. Happy birth, Miss Wolf Den Dad. Also never got my dumbass backlog. Just saying. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, he wants to say dumbass instead of backlog.
Oh.
No. Filthy Casual, thanks for 7 months. Good evening, gentlemen. Always nice to catch the podcast live. Thank you for being here. Spiritual Bear, thanks for 7 months. Is today your dad's birthday? No. But thank you. Have Heart, thanks for the 16 months. Mario versus Donkey Kong is great, but it lives in the shadow of DK94.
It does, because like more people remember DK94 than do Mario vs. Donkey Kong, which is a shame because people should play Mario vs. Donkey Kong.
Big Daddy, well, maybe they now. Maybe they will now. Big Daddy Mayhem, thanks for 39 months. Enjoy the Bezos bucks. Thank you. Joe Chang, thanks for the 3 months. Glad to be back. Just set up Moonlight, but tempted to go towards Artemis to use it on my Chromecast. Any thoughts? I don't know what Artemis is. Moonlight is to stream Steam games.
Yes.
I am annoyed with Moonlight because you need sunlight in like on your desktop to like stream to it, and it's like a pain in the ass. Like every time I go to use Moonlight, I forget my pin or whatever the fuck. So like I have to reset it up every time, and you can't just like redo it. You have to like uninstall it and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Unless there's a better solution to sunlight, let me know. Sunshine. It's called Sunshine. Where am I? Tynology, 44 months. Cheers, my dears. Thank you. Brutal Beast, thanks for the 58 months. Hey, Bob and Will. Hello.
Hey.
Gavin, subscribed on Patreon.
International superstar artist Gavin Guidry, subscribed on Patreon. Check out his upcoming run on The Flash the end of the month, and check out his current JSA Year 1 right now. Good shit.
DJ Skeletor, thanks for the 29 months. And
YouTube.
Over on YouTube. Oh, there's a bunch of people. The Lies of Asha Sharma.
They're back.
What's the cheapest yet good value Game Boy Advance style device you recommend? I have been shiny hunting. I can't read it.
Shiny hunting starters in Fire Red Leaf Green NM at 2,000 resets.
Cheapest yet good value Game Boy Advance style device. Miu Mini or Trim UI Brick. Done. I gave our cousin a Miu Mini.
You
set
said,
up
yeah.
for playing ROM hack.
Yeah.
You got to read these because I can't.
All right, I will do that.
Maybe I can. No, I don't want to. You do.
Okay. Sonic SLM with €5. Resident Evil is proof that bombastic single-player video gamey games still deliver and matter. Capcom are incredible. Yeah. Resident Evil is like your traditional video game, and it's great, and people love it. But like, sadly, nobody's gonna see that. Like, they're gonna scratch their head and be like, Fortnite.
I haven't been this excited for a single player game in a really long time. It is a single player ass game. It is a AAA ass game, but it is unique in that it is it switches up the formula every once in a while
I think
in the game.
Just the fact that it's a big budget single player game doing as well as it is, like it's a reminder that like those games have value and work.
But part of the reason why I like it so much is because it is different than other AAA games. It's not just a third person action game. It's not just a first person shooter. It's unique in that way.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely saying like, you know, uniqueness helps, but at the same time, you know, most AAA game companies want to do multiplayer live action live service games, and every once in a while you get a single player game that like reminds them that like, no, this can work too.
Well, there's going to be somebody who sees the success of this game and is like, you know what I need to make a game that switches between first person and third person. That's the takeaway.
I need to make a horror game that's not good.
Yeah. Jacob Cart with the $2, has Bob play Resident Evil Revelations on 3DS? No, maybe for like 2 seconds.
I played a demo of that. There was a demo of that on 3DS. So I played that.
I played that as well.
Yeah.
Did not feel the need to play the rest of it.
I played I have Resident Evil Revelations 2 on Xbox, and I played the first episode of that. I don't remember why I didn't play the rest of it, but I'm sure there was a reason.
Dual Hitter with the $2 came in late. What did I miss? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Now we're in the chat, and Cajos gave me the solution to my Sunshine problem.
Okay.
I have to write CD path where Sunshine is installed, so I got to find where Sunshine is installed.
Okay.
Then I have to go to sunshine.exe -- creds, and that's my username and password.
Okay.
So I have to look that up every time I want to fucking use Sunshine.
You just at this point just write it on a post-it note and leave it on your monitor.
At that point, just use Steam Link. It instantly works.
Or that.
I don't know why I even have Moonlight.
Yeah.
Steam Link, I hit boop stream. It's already on Steam. You just go boop stream. Is Resident Evil 9 going to be Will's first game of 3 that he beats this year?
Hopefully.
It'll be the first game that I beat in years.
I technically beat 2 games this year, but like one was Dispatch, and I was playing that mostly last year, and one was a game from last year, and it was like an hour long, so it doesn't really count.
Danny says, are we able to get the bonus episode when the podcast gets uploaded? I usually listen in the car. What do you mean?
Yeah, the bonus episode, like there's an audio version of the bonus episode, but you do have to be a Patreon member to hear it.
I think he means as a Twitch subscriber. It will be on Twitch, but it will not be audio only. It'll just be, but you can set Twitch to play only audio.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can't. There's no good way to allow you access to the podcast feed of the bonus episode as a Twitch subscriber.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately. Bob, have you ever looked at your Steam game hours? I did today to see how long I played Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Bob, my son accidentally deleted a 3DS game and the eShop no longer works. You can download games you already have.
Yeah, that should still work.
That should work.
Yeah.
Did you all see a YouTuber solve the final puzzle in Resident Evil completely by accident? No.
I
heard about it.
Yes, I've heard there's a final puzzle. I also heard that like they did it by data mining. That like they like were looking at the code of it, and that's how they accidentally solved the puzzle.
Oh, okay.
And then I think
that kind of sucks.
Yeah, like, and I think based on that, IGN was able to figure out how to solve the puzzle legitimately for their walkthrough. So, I mean, it led to good things.
All right. It's way later than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for hanging out. Goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the WULFF DEN Podcast is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WULFDEN or youtube.com/WULFDEN Podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern. Can't make the show for any reason at all.
Sorry.
Can't make the show for any reason at all. We always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WULFDEN Podcast, so you can go and check us out over there on demand whenever you want. But if you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Audible.com. The list goes on. But no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us because that helps us with placement on all of those respective platforms.
Thanks for watching. I posted a video today. Go watch that, and I will hopefully have another video up on Friday because I took on too many sponsorships. And then I'm sorry I haven't been streaming. I've been very busy, and hopefully we'll be back to it next week. But this weekend I am still going to be very busy. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.